because we're going to be going over an opportunity that's available to anyone that is a real estate agent and wants to grow their business. You know, we're in a strange market all across the country. Different things are happening, nevertheless, still strange. It is also the end of summer and now into Q4, which is a time to get back on track, rejuvenate, be refreshed, to move into action, maybe more consistent action than we had the chance to in summer. So there's a whole bunch of reasons I'm excited to be doing this call with Rob Tucker today. I have a number of people that I've partnered with or am just friends with in the industry that have already said to me that they are ready to get back into something of more structure, something that's a little bit more of a plan. I did a video today about this, Rob, because I think it speaks true to anybody, whether they're new in real estate or they've been in real estate for 30 years. You know, we got into real estate, and so we sometimes feel like we're just going to reject all plans, or like we don't want to be held to something so structured. We want to be the bosses of our business. And although that's true, the reality is it's not really how things work. And most of us, if left to our own devices, will overthink things, get ready, and not create the consistency. And so if we even bring it back to working out as an example, you know, the people that really succeed at that either have a trainer that tells them what to do. They pay for it, by the way, or they actually pay for a plan, whether it's a meal plan, whether it is a workout plan, all of these apps. The whole reason you download them is because it tells you what to do each day. So whether we want to pretend that we like it or not, the reality is we actually do like it, and we usually do need it, and it makes it easy. And so if you need some sort of just kind of reset button, you want to up your game a little bit here in Q4, you feel like you want to get a little bit more serious, you want to have some fun, you want to try something new, I think Rockstar Agent is something you might want to check out. So the goal today, as we are recording this, it will be on my YouTube channel. You can share it with anybody in the industry you want. This is absolutely not a brokerage specific training. I want you to hear that. This is a training to help anybody from brand new in the business to super successful in the business already, wanting to do better and more. Lots of years in the business, a few months in the business, it can help anybody. And it really is just where we can come together and have a plan of action, have a system we can plug into, have resources, have lots of different various coaches to learn from and trainers, and really just something super affordable. Yes, it costs something, because if you don't pay anything, you're not going to show up. You have to have some skin in the game. But I'm going to tell you right now, is it $96, right, Rob? $96 for a month is very, very monetary. Just skip your coffee at Starbucks and just brew it at home yourself, and you aren't going to be spending any money. But you have to give something in order to feel like you're going to be committed to do something. I truly believe that. So you're going to get thousands of dollars worth of coaching from people that literally charge thousands of dollars a month to coach people for $96 a month in a group setting, and tons of different time frames and days so that you can, you know, move around. Their live streams, so you can go watch them later. But I really would encourage you to, if you're going to do this, to engage and you know, come live to some of these things, because that's how you actually build relationships and get into the right conversations. So without further ado, I want Rob, first and foremost, for you, if you don't mind, to share some of the things that you've been seeing over, let's say, the course of the last 3 months or so, that you guys have kind of been doing kind of a pilot program. You know, the first group coming through, you've helped lots of agents. What sort of successes? I have some of these testimonials you've sent to me. I personally have somebody that joined us brand new to real estate, having tremendous success with your program. And we interviewed him last month here live on EXP Family Tree. So check the live stream if you want to. and watch that. So I'd love to hear that from you, but I'd also love to give people a very little sneak peek of what it actually looks like if you don't mind doing that. I know I'm putting you on the spot, but sometimes it's hard for people to understand, what is this program really like? What am I really going to have access to? So those are the two things I'd like to do today. And then we'll just kind of share some more things. And if people pop in that have been part of this program, please raise your hand and share your own testimony and what you've liked about it and how it's helped you. And we'll just kind of answer questions and take it from there.
Perfect. I love it. If it's okay with you, let me take just a step backwards, right, for a second. So this industry is interesting. And why I say that is because we all can really, and here's the reality, we find training on anything all across the board, right? I mean, if we want to go figure out how to do a real open house, we can go to YouTube, we can go to, I mean, it's just a dime a dozen. Right. Here's the challenge with that. And here's what we've seen over the years. And I didn't realize this until probably about 10 years ago, building my own teams. I went, all right, why do some agents fail? Why do some agents succeed? I mean, I'm giving them the same thing that I'm doing, but it's not working for them like it's working for me. And then all of a sudden the light bulb popped. Well, wait a minute, there's the issue, right? Because here's the challenge with that. We are not all the same. As a person, we're not all the same. We have different personalities. We have different strengths. We have different things that we do well. We have different things that we like to do. We have different people that we like to hang out with and do things with, right? But when you look at real estate, we are inundated with training. How do you do this? How do you do this? We go to a conference and there's so many people up on a stage and it's like, oh, right, all right, you know, we do that, right? And it's kind of the guru syndrome, right? So we look at this person, they're having fantastic success. And what they don't say on stage is that I am a D personality. And that means that this technique that I've gotten and done well works for me, but it may not work for you if you're not a D personality. That's like, wait a minute, huh? So if you look at lead generation pieces, right? And you take all the different personalities and you put them all in a bucket, they all work. But if you put them in the individual personality buckets of using the DISC test as an example, a D, an I, an S, and a C, they don't all work for every one of those personality profiles because it's completely different. Just like we don't like every person that we come in contact with, right? We don't hang out with people that we aren't like. We have a tendency to attract and to be around people that we like. Real estate's no different. So we started doing this process, and it starts with that base piece. We do this DISC test profile, and everybody that comes into the platform does the DISC profile. By the way, we just built it into the profile, so you don't have to go out and do it again as of next week. So y'all, it's kind of cool. So it comes in and you do your DISC profile. And let's say that you are a I, right? It's going to actually give you recommended courses based on your personality profile. Go figure, right? So you think about that and you look at, you know, the D, the I, the S, and the C. And if I told, you know, I'm sure that there are people that are watching this that are S's and C's. Yeah. And some of you that I can see, are any of you guys S's and C's?
Not me, but I know a few people on here.
That's right. So you have the D's and the I's too, right? Take those different things. Yeah. But if I tell an S and a C, the only way that you can be successful in real estate is to do cold calls. Do you want to watch them squirm and fail? Because it's going to happen, right? So when you look at that piece of it and you change it and say, here are the things that you should go with, and here are the things that you should look at because they're going to fit your personality profile. Well, all of a sudden everything changes because now it's a comfort factor. Now all of a sudden they'll practice it. They'll get good at it. They'll do it for longer. They'll have fun doing it. And the success shines with that as well. I mean, I see one on the phone right now, or one on the screen right now that came into this program. And it was interesting because she found her thing, and I'm not going to say anything. She'll say something in a second, I'm sure. But I'm watching all of a sudden she found her thing. that fit her personality, right? That's yes, you, Victoria. And all of a sudden, here it is doing the thing that fits her personality. And now all of a sudden there's 7 appointments in the span of 2 hours of a process, which,
Wow.
you think about today's market, that's a little bit of a challenge, right?
Mhm.
Well, it's not if you find your right thing. So we get into this, and that's kind of what the program is based on as well.